You've probably seen, but artificial intelligence is taking over the internet. We've done quite a few videos on ChatGPT, different AI tools, and how to use these tools to improve your lives and make more money. But this is really just the beginning, because 2022, many of these tools just launched, and while you may know about artificial intelligence, there's still vast majority of people across the globe that don't know about these different tools, how to use them, how to make money from them. So this is just the beginning. ChatGPT has already started to change the world, but there's going to be a lot more to come after it. And I've been looking at a lot of different crypto projects and different AI projects and analyzed them over the last few weeks, compiled a list, and I wanted to share with you a few important things about this. So right now, it's very important to find a project that is in the artificial intelligence space that utilizes these different tools that is different than the rest, because we are still so early. And if you get on one of these projects early, these are the ones that are going to make you 100x returns, because most people, like I said, don't even use artificial intelligence yet. Keyword is yet. But there are many big projects that I've seen floating around Twitter, TikTok, and even on YouTube. And these projects are like Graph, Fetch.ai, Singularity, NET, and many of these have had great performance because people are excited about artificial intelligence. They've been looking into this space. They hear people talk about these, but these projects right now already have fairly large market caps. They're already, for example, like Graph, around an $800 million market cap project. So these have potential 10x, 5x returns, but it's very unlikely to see those massive returns from these projects, and you want to get in earlier on some of the other ones. So I've started looking at a number of smaller projects, and not many people are talking about. Found one that I've invested a few $1,000s into myself, been doing a lot more research into it, so it's by no means a massive position. It's not my entire portfolio going all in, but it's something that I think has some real potential, because this project has a market cap of less than $10 million, currently has interesting technology, useful tools, and a unique approach to artificial intelligence in general that I think could be a game changer and really take off over the coming months and years as more and more people realize the value of AI. So the project is called Acria.ai, and they are about to launch something called the IntelliChain, which is a new blockchain. So this project ultimately solves a massive problem that AI and the entire AI market currently has, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. But Acria symbol on Uniswap is ACRIA, just Acria like its name. And with this project, I want to show you exactly how it is benefiting and improving upon features that we've talked about multiple times in ChatGPT. Elon Musk has talked about this. Many major people in the media have talked about this, and I'm surprised that no one has been talking about this project, because it solves all these issues that all these top people are talking about. So with ChatGPT, it has amazing data that was trained over years and years. And everyone always talks about something called training data, because training data is the data that you use to train an algorithm or machine learning model to predict the outcome you design your model to predict. So ultimately, every single artificial intelligence system, software, tool needs to be trained by specific data. Otherwise, it won't function well. This is how these tools work. You feed it massive loads of data, they compile this, they use that data to then figure out the outcomes. And the thing is that with, for example, like ChatGPT, it has closed source training data, meaning that no developer can make use of it. No developer can utilize this moving forward to make new tools. It's not beneficial to artificial intelligence and the improvement of this space in general, because each company values their training data, doesn't want anyone else to use it, and it actually hurts long term. So with IntelliChain, they're changing that, because ultimately it allows ChatGPT to upload its training data onto the blockchain, and by doing so, any developer can use this training data and build other great tools on it. Developers who provide their training data on the blockchain ultimately will be rewarded long term and be able to monetize this training data, so they benefit from it. And this is a huge revolution that I think is going to happen across the entire space and drive up the price of this token massively, because when you're looking at artificial intelligence, you see that all these new tools and softwares are coming out every single day, but all of them have closed source training data. That's not going to help long term. And everyone always talks about open source, decentralization long term. Even Elon Musk has come out on Twitter and he said, look, for training data in general, whether you're talking OpenAI or any platform, he says that he learned that OpenAI had access to Twitter database for training. He put that on pause, but he says he needs to understand more about governance structure and revenue plans going forward. He said OpenAI was started as an open source and nonprofit. Neither are still true. So he says, yeah, he believes in having open source training data, open source data long term, but he says OpenAI doesn't have that. So he doesn't want them to have access to Twitter database for training. So ultimately, Elon Musk is looking for a artificial intelligence tool, a platform that has open source training data, that has everything decentralized, and Acria.ai uses that. It implements that. It modeled like almost directly off of that. We've seen many other people say the same thing. We've seen top accounts on Twitter, many economists, many people talk about artificial intelligence in this way, and Acria.ai ultimately solves many of these issues that we see in the artificial intelligence space. So moving forward, you're definitely going to want to check out this project. Like I said, put a few $1,000s into it, me personally, which is not a large position for me. I'm not going all in on this project. It's going to be a high risk, high reward project that could make you 100x your money. But just remember that artificial intelligence, we are still early for it. Now, when you're seeing projects and looking into them, there's going to be very few that succeed tremendously and some that fail. So this is how I'm approaching it. I'm investing in this project. I think it solves some of the biggest issues and improves upon features that ChatGPT uses. And being bullish on ChatGPT and artificial intelligence in general, I want to make sure I have exposure to this space.